Well, it's a weekday, and it's noon Central Time, so you know what that means. Pantry Party! Okay, so here's the deal. Unusual times that we are living in, correct? Yes, correct. Very unusual. So instead of being overwhelmed and daunted and anxious about what's up, I wanted to start throwing pantry parties. So this is the Pantry Party show, and I'm kicking off a week. I already have star-studded guests every single day this week, and I'm almost done scheduling every single day next week. So the point of Pantry Party is basically to go into a guest pantry, take a sneak peek, and come up with a meal idea that is easy, nourishing, and craveable. And the whole idea here, why anyone should think about watching Pantry Party, is that it's to spark lightness and positivity and creativity with your own pantry. Thanks for the love. Thanks for all the waves. I appreciate all that. So today we are very lucky that we are going to have a guest who is a dietitian, and it's dietitian Deanna is her handle, and I love her. I mean, she has super easy ideas and things. Every time I see her post something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would totally make that. This is a great idea. So anyway, we are going to get a hold of our dietitian Deanna right now. I'm going to add. Oh, Deanna. How are you? I'm so excited. We're connecting. Oh, girl.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to Pantry Party. I love that we're already in your kitchen by your fridge. This is amazing.
Already there.
I love it. Well, before we get started, I was already telling everybody about the magic that is dietitian Deanna. And that how when I look at your posts, everything is like easy, and I think I want to make that, which is why I was so excited to have you today. But would you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do before we sneak a peek in your pantry?
Sure. I'm dietitian Deanna, or Deanna Wolf. You can follow me here. You'll find me on Instagram. I help women kind of drop dieting, improve their relationship with food and their body. And I have a group coaching course that honestly is coming to an end now. So I'll be launching it again here in April. So I'll be you'll hear more about that if you follow me. But yeah, I help women with their relationship with food, and I also help dietitians kind of work on their virtual business because I've been doing this for a while. So yeah.
I love it. I also think one of the things that you're really good at on Instagram, and maybe you could throw in other things too about what you think you're good at, but I think you're really good at being very authentic and real and putting stories out there with, like, in your kitchen, just with your regular cashew butter dripping all over, and you're like, boom, I'm out there, I'm authentic, I'm real, see me how I am. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you feel like that's part of your brand?
Yeah, I always say I've been a person before I've ever been a dietitian. I think a lot of dietitians are like, I must be perfect, like with my eating and what I look like all the time. And so, yeah, I think yesterday I posted a video of me like food processing something, and my sleeve got stuck, and it like the whole thing where I was like, because when you're one-handed, it's hard to video. So yeah, and I have chip nails today, so.
Oh, I was almost late to our live because last minute I painted these. If you look up close, I will not let you look up close. I have realized that I can paint nails no better than a fifth grader or like whatever. So anyway, I have them to be a little bit party nails for you since this is Pantry Party. But I do love your authentic, real vibe. I think it's an inspiration to me.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does your new hubs help you at all with like your video and behind the scenes stuff, or is he like, oh, Deanna?
I wish he helped more.
Well, hey, maybe now it's out there. Now it's out there in the world.
I know. He's very supportive, like with finances and making sure all of that's in where it needs to be. Like understanding my income report and stuff like that, he'll help with. So yeah,
I love that. That's and he's your social isolation buddy, but you know what I heard? I think this is a way better term. It's physical isolation buddy, because I am not socially isolated at all.
That's good. Yeah, no, I feel like I mean, it's just a crazy time. I don't know what to say with it, but How do you not feel socially isolated? Just because
Okay.
you talk to people on the phone all the time. I mean, I feel the same way because I just have an Instagram and the people here, but anyway.
Well, Deanna, here's the deal. I have had more happy hour dates, okay, than ever before. And this is like eye-opening to me. Like, you know what? I cannot physically be close to people, but we could be jumping on all of these, video chat things like I have Anytime meeting, other people have Zoom, whatever, FaceTime, whatever, with a glass of wine or not, green juice or whatever, and like just shoot the, poop about what's happening and how we're feeling. And like, here's what I've been saying, Deanna. It's like I have been feeling all the feels. Like I feel overwhelmed and anxious and nervous and like panicked sometimes and all the feels, but I'm just not letting myself sit in those feelings for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually like, this is my biggest tip that I've learned today is like, you get like, I don't know how much time it should be. I read this from somebody else who I pride themselves on their morning routine. And they said, you get like 5 minutes a day to say like, this is my like Corona time that I can stress about it. And every other time, if I try to go back to that place, it's like, okay, let me think about something else. It's like, it's almost like mindfulness in a way of like how you get distracted a lot, but it's like, okay, I give myself like 5 minutes to be stressed and anxious about Corona. And then I have to like move on. So,
I love that. Hey, you know what? That is a very good piece of advice because I mean, that's really where Pantry Party, this show came from. Is, I started, looking at all the cans of beans that I had, particularly black beans that my husband overbought. But hey, you know what? I made black bean brownies with him yesterday, so I'm not complaining anymore. Nonetheless, I was looking at this stuff. I was looking at like canned tuna and like frozen vegetables and a bunch of stuff that I have in the house. And I was just like feeling overwhelmed. And I'm like, I shouldn't feel like this. This does not mean I can't eat healthy. This does not mean I can't eat creative. This does not mean I can't have fun in my pantry. So hence the birth Pantry Party. How have you been, before we sneak in your pantry, how have you been sort of handling the grocery shopping and meal planning of this? Like, what's been the Deanna tips here?
I think, honestly, we've been blessed in still being able to find a lot of our staples. I think a lot of people like went to the extreme. Like I can only eat like pasta and sauce. Yeah. And so stuff like that we haven't even been able to find that at the store. Yeah. Like we've still been able to, like, I feel very blessed. I'm still able to find eggs and lean meat and like, and vegetables. I mean, like salad greens. We're just going to the store less. We're staying distanced away from people. But we honestly have been able to buy our normal groceries, to be honest.
I love it. And I think that's a very smart attitude and approach here is like thinking about, okay, I'm going to the store less. So I need to plan maybe a little bit more than like the haphazard ways that I was used to plan, right? So I had to go to the store less. And I also am really trying to be more mindful of wasting less. Like, I used to think that I didn't waste things, but I mean, I did my best, but I'm trying better now. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's me. That's you. So the whole idea of Pantry Party is to give people inspiration in their pantries. And I will say when I have a diet, so it's diet, oh, I'm holding a cup. I usually like to do this. Dietitian on dietitian, boom. I like when we have these days because I get so much creativity and vigor out of seeing somebody's pantry. And not just like, it's no judgment in how it's organized or like even what's in it, but just like, what are you doing with some of this stuff? Like to tell me and viewers and people who are going to rewatch this, like, some of your favorite things. So can we take a peek at some of your favorite things in your pantry, fridge, and freezer?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I didn't really have time to organize it either. I thought I would. So I don't know. Can I?
Good. I love the no judgment zone. Oh, fun. I like that you flipped your camera. Okay.
So like this is my area. And then like Zach also has like an area. So we kind of divide up like between Zach and I, like what we have. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, somebody said oatmeal for sure. Oatmeal and cereal. Like some of these, yeah.
Like when you go in there, like, is it that you have an idea before you go in your pantry, or when you're making something, do you just stand at your pantry and sort of like think about like, oh my gosh, that is an inspiration. I'm going to take those crackers and crunch them up and have a cheddar crusted chicken breast tonight, or like, how do you do your sort of like planning for this?
I am not like super creative, and we like such simple meals like that. like I help women with food freedom, and for me, like cooking too much and like doing too crazy of recipes was like more stressful for me than anything than just like fueling my body well. So honestly, like a lot of our meals are super simple. And so like we don't use a lot of like pantry stuff. I mean, like a lot of our stuff is like fresh, like or like frozen. Like
I love that. I mean, I
uh,
think that's good. And like you said, in terms of people finding stuff, there is fresh stuff in the produce section, and it
yeah,
might not be what people are always used to. Like things have been very slim pickings the few times that we've been to the store, and
yeah.
so it's kind of pushed us to try different things that, like, things I
Well,
don't usually eat.
I wish I had we tried, I mean, I know people know I love Trader Joe's, but we tried for the first time their like General Tso's chicken. And it's like fried chicken and like this amazing sauce. It's supposed to be like the #1 best thing at Trader Joe's, and it's so good. But I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I was hoping you'd be able to come up with like something just crazy creative. I mean, it was my birthday, so we have like, I mean, I'm a dietitian.
Happy
And
belated birthday.
the icing. Thank you. This is like my favorite dressing ever. I did like grab some of my just like canned salmon, some tuna, like I like the flavored stuff, just kind of hoping to have more kind of pantry. I love this stuff.
What do you do with that olive tapenade? I want to eat more olives, girl. I know they're so good for you, but like, what other than snacking on them or eating them in martinis?
I was going to say a dirty martini, or I like mixing in like a hummus.
Oh, that's a fun idea. I like that.
Happy belated birthday. So
Yeah, it's nice that you're getting birthday messages. Well, so like if you're
this.
saying, here's what I love about what you said, and I think this might be a good message for today's pantry party, is keep it simple, keep it fresh. Hashtag dietitian Deanna. So if we were going to keep it simple, keep it fresh, how do you go about this? So what is a simple meal that would be like something that, maybe I can make tonight even?
I guess I could go on our fridge a little bit.
Yes.
Like we buy a lot of like eggs, Brussels sprouts. We love these.
Oh, I love that. How do you make those? Do you make those in the oven or just like in a stir fry pan?
I will air fry them.
Oh, air fryer. I have yet to get on the air fry bandwagon. I almost did it. I had it in my Amazon basket to buy, and then I don't know, I chickened out. I was like, I'm never going to use it, and I have a small kitchen, so I'm like, forget it.
Yeah,
but you love it, huh?
Yeah. I did bake some fish like this weekend. I like baked up some just like white, I forget what it was. It was from this like fish subscription service. I mean, this is literally like what it was.
Oh yeah, fun.
Black bass. So good. We have like salmon.
Question, did you thaw that frozen fish before you baked it, or did you bake it frozen?
Yep. I just thaw it in the fridge like overnight. And then I'll bake it. So then I like have an easy fish option, avocado.
Okay.
No.
Question. What are we gonna
like
do with this fish? Because I think this might be our meal, girl, because I need to eat more fish. Fish is so good for you. I have frozen fish in my freezer. Okay. I needed the directions to remind me, thaw it out, and you bake it.
Okay.
Now, what you gonna do with that fish? And by the way, sorry that I keep interrupting, but I have to. And I love simple, but I also love craveable. Like there has to be some sort of like yum factor for me to feel like I'm not just fueling my body, but that it's like also like satisfying.
I don't know. You have to give me recommendations. I think.
Well, what are you gonna do with it?
I was gonna do like like I love like putting fish on salads, if that sounds weird. Or like we have these like wraps.
Oh, okay. You got me, girl. You got me on a wrap. Here's what I believe. I believe anything that you put in a wrap automatically becomes a frickin' party. What's the deal? I don't know. I think a fish and veggie wrap like that sounds delicious. You said you have guacamole or avocado?
Or I have
you want to say hi?
I have like this broccoli slaw.
Oh, I love broccoli slaw. Okay, hey, just really quick. This guy, he usually does not come on Pantry Party, but this is my baby, and he was whining because he wanted to see dietitian Deanna. There she is.
What's his
There
name?
she is.
I've never met him, and we've like hung out before virtually.
This is our Mr. Nuts. He's a sweet baby boy, and I love him so much. He is everything. He is all the things.
I love him too.
I like that slaw. I feel like, okay, we saw slaw last week in someone's fridge, but like way too much of it, and we were trying to figure out like what to do with it, and we turned that into like a fried rice. So using that slaw as part of a fried rice thing, but using this as like part of fish tacos, girl.
Yeah.
This is really impressive. And again, here's what I love about this. Does this feel like quarantine canned foods? No, this is like frozen fish that we could all have on hand, and a quick wraps. Oh, girl, I take the wraps and I keep them in the freezer to last longer. Do you ever do that?
Yes.
Smart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you just show me? A good dressing for fish tacos? Because dressings are everything to me. Feta. I'm against personal, well, that's not always true, but I always feel like feta and fish or cheese and fish is weird, is it?
It is kind of weird. This red enchilada sauce I have.
Wait, what kind of sauce is that?
It's like the new Siete Foods enchilada sauce.
Oh, an enchilada sauce? I want to eat at your house. Here's what you were saying. I keep things simple, but you do what I do is you keep things simple and you have this little bit of like a sauce or a wrap or something that makes it so it's not just like fish and vegetables. You know what I mean? Even though that's good, it's not good every single time I'm going to eat fish. Do you feel like you have eaten fish tacos many a time and this is a boring idea to come up with? Like we should push ourselves for even more?
No, because I eat fish. I know this is weird. I eat fish so often, like almost every day. Like I love fish. Isn't that weird?
No, it's not weird. It's actually what I dream to say. I dream to say that. Do you do that? You know, I saw in your pantry canned salmon. Do you make like salmon patties out of that? What do you do with that?
I literally brown it. Yeah, I don't even like make I just like brown the salmon and it's like warm so that I don't really love like cold canned stuff. No, so I just like brown it in a pan with like some seasonings. With like a seafood seasoning I have.
Where'd you come up with that? Did you ever see anybody put canned salmon not in a patty in a pan like that?
I don't know, but I've shared it a few times and people were like, "Oh my god, I never thought of that."
This is a game changer for me because I feel the same. I mean, I eat tuna salad and salmon salad, but I prefer hot food. Oh, what's that, baby? Oh, seafood seasoning.
I love
Look at that.
Palette. I don't know if you use their spices, but
no, what's in that though? Does it say like, oh, this has rosemary, blah blah blah?
This is, wait, I thought it did. Yes. Himalayan salt, onion, black pepper, lemon peel, garlic, bay leaves, parsley.
Oh my God. I would love it. I love parsley and lemon are
this one's amazing for eggs, breakfast blend. It has like a little bit of cinnamon in it. Who would have thought to put cinnamon in eggs, pink salt, garlic, onion, oregano, turmeric.
Wondrous. I think that this is a top tip that we've gotten from you is that it's simple food with a little bit of a fun enchilada sauce or a fun favorite seasoning or like altering temperatures like that. Like you have these little tricks of basic food, which I think is the key.
Thanks.
Show me. What were you going to show me? I want to see all the things.
I agree. Like the sauces and stuff are stuff that I like to just add, like the enchilada sauce or like this is new at Target. If you've seen these are pretty good. They're like cashew and almond dip.
What flavor is that?
Roasted red pepper.
Oh, roasted red pepper. You know what? I had my heyday with roasted red pepper hummus, and now I'm like burnt out. Wait, what were you showing me? I had to keep commenting. I can't stop talking, as my husband knows.
3-layer hummus.
Oh, see, here's the deal. You were talking about putting that olive tapenade on hummus. You have 3-layer hummus. That's the way to not burn out on a basic food is to have variations of it.
Yeah, and I have a garlic one and a tomato and basil one. I guess I like during Corona, I was like, I need to stock up on hummus.
I need all the dips.
This one is really great, pepita salsa.
Oh, I would love that. I love pepita.
I don't know if
that's fun.
Trader Joe's, but like if people are here for my page, they know I'm like a Trader Joe's. Like,
see, I would shop there more. I'm going to put this on record. I wish Trader Joe's would come to West Loop in Chicago because the one that's closest to me is not super close, and the parking garage is scary to get into, and I'm a poor driver. So like I have to go up a ramp, I'm gonna crash.
Where do you?
Whole Foods Market is right, like I open my eyes and boom, it's there. Okay. So it'll be there, or like down the way is Mariano. So I will go there also sometimes. And that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have Mariano.
Yeah. Wait, what else were you showing me? Am I still in your fridge with sauces? Dude, this is you're a sauce boss. Wait, what is that one?
It's called Italian Bomba Hot Pepper.
Okay, so what are you doing with all of these sauces? Okay, so like the queso dip and the hummus and all this stuff, what are you dipping in them, or what are you putting them on? Like, how are you using all of these sauces?
Like on vegetables. Like I'll roast a vegetable and then like put the sauce on them so they're not as like dry. Okay,
I have another question. What do you look for in a sauce other than like, ooh, hey, this looks like it's going to be delicious? Like, do you have sort of nutrition dietitian guidelines, or is it like whose sauce is not that much, I'm not using that much, who cares what's in it?
I think I used to be a lot more like a lot of the Trader Joe's stuff is real Whole Foods too.
Okay.
Like I think I make sure it's not like just like sugar isn't the first ingredient, you know, because like that just doesn't feel good for me. So yeah, I mean, I'm just buying things that look good and then ingredients that like make sense to me, but not being too picky. I think like before when I was more, you know, like really strict, like I wouldn't even buy like pesto because it was like just too like high in fat, but I love pesto now, you know. I mean, I always loved pesto, but it's just like I had to get over like fears of maybe higher calorie sauces, but a little bit goes a long way, and that's okay too.
Yeah, I love that. A good point. A little bit goes a long way. I'm putting it on vegetables to make me eat more vegetables. It's like, okay. And then it's really what you say. It's like ownership and empowerment around food. It's like make a decision, own it, eat it, enjoy it, move on. I love that. I think that's a food boss, right?
Yeah.
A food boss. All right, so what did we learn at Pantry Party today? I feel like the general push was frozen fish as the lesson. And the reason why is because you eat a lot of fish, so that's an inspiration. Yeah. Frozen fish can always be in your freezer, which seems very like quarantine friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you gave us tips on fish and vegetables. Okay, sometimes I would like roll my eyes like, oh my God, that sounds so healthy. And I don't know what's going to be satisfying about that. Here's what the rule is. Dietitian Deanna brings the sauce game. She brings a sauce game. And so you can have it anyway. Yes. You can have it any which way. Actually, I have a dressing in my house right now that's like a cilantro lime. I could see that with your fish and the wraps and the coleslaw shreds, like as a very good satisfying meal because it's a good sauce. So anyway, I think that's a very good lesson. If somebody's like, okay, I'm watching this whole Pantry Party, what can you give me the bottom line? Too long didn't read, too long didn't watch. What's the message? Have frozen fish, have some fun with it, and don't be afraid to go hog wild with sauces.
Saying I'm a sauce hoarder, is that what
I love actually it's re-inspired me for sauces because I'm always like, what am I gonna put all this on? And you're just like, just put it on vegetables. You kind of are just like, hello.
Or like or quinoa. Like I always say I don't like quinoa. People get like so offended that I say
I don't
quinoa.
I don't like it. I would prefer brown rice any day of the week to quinoa.
Yeah.
But if I would have a good sauce, I would eat more quinoa.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's good. What about, okay, I know I would like to keep these episodes to about 30 minutes, but I do have just a little bit more of a question for you. What about a sweet tooth? Like, have you had anything lately that has been like a go-to thing that you are like, I really love? So after we eat our fish tacos with Deanna, like what would we have potentially for a little treaty treat?
We would have, I know you love like the lilies. So this is like my little,
yep.
So we made brownies this weekend and I actually like put some in foil and like froze them.
Love that.
Eat them all. So like put like 2 as a little like portion or whatever. I mean, you don't.
That's a good tip. No, it's a good tip though, because you know, here's the thing, no matter how empowered you are, you can use environment to help you achieve things. So like I put my gym clothes out yesterday night and I was able to go easier to a run. So that doesn't mean I'm a crazy person. It just means I'm prepared. what you're doing by putting them in there is, does that mean you're like, oh my gosh, I need everything portioned? It's just like, I'm making it easier for myself. Like, it's genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the brownies, they were like the Simple Mills brownies with peanut butter that I made this weekend for my birthday.
Yummy.
Some lilies, or like I'll do like waffles with peanut butter for like a little like dessert. Like
that's fun. I love that. Hey, next time, wait, where do you live, Deanna? Boston?
Sorry.
Are you a Boston girl? Where are you from?
I'm in Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anytime I get anywhere, I mean, that's not Chicago, I'm like, what? I need to look it up on a map. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Next time I'm in Pittsburgh, I'm going to need to have a little waffle dessert with you. That seems so fun.
I love it. Yeah. I don't know.
I love it. Hey, I think it's good lessons.
I'm not a like fruit for dessert person. That's just like not me. Like I like my chocolate. I like my peanut butter. I like anything with peanut butter on it. And that's who I am. That's how people know me. Like,
how about what's your feeling? I know this may cross the line, but I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to potentially be controversial. What are your feelings on ice cream with maybe chocolate chips in it?
I like ice cream for sure.
Okay, fine. Because that's on my meal plan this week that I've just planned out my meals and what to use. We have bananas that I must use. So I'm freezing them, I'm blending them, I'm putting chocolate chips and a little mint extract. So I'm having a mint chocolate ice cream.
Yes, we freeze our bananas like this. We just like have them, and
nice.
That I shared last week too as well on my stories. It's just like I'll make just like smoothies.
Love that.
It's thick enough that they're basically ice cream, and that's delicious too as well.
Wait, what did you say you make that's thick like ice cream?
I'll make like smoothies thick enough ice cream.
Smart.
So, like before a workout or for breakfast or whatever.
Okay, one more question and then we'll do a summary. Do you have a favorite blender that you use for smoothies? Because mine just did a major burn and die out.
Yes, I have the Ninja Ultima blender.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think I might have that up in my cabinet. The one I've been
single serve cup. It has like
cups. Dude, I think I have that up in my closet. I'm gonna check it out today. Oh my God, I love you.
If you don't have the Vitamix, it's like the one comparable to it.
Yeah, I love it. Dietitian Deanna, I just love you. I just love that you've been on the Pantry Party. I think you have given me and everybody watching great ideas. Frozen fish, sauce it up, and be a food boss. Boom, boom, boom. Now, before we totally close, will you just tell everybody who doesn't already know you where they can find you and what you're up to?
Come on over to Dietitian Deanna. I share kind of food freedom, improving your relationship with food, like chilling out around food, just like enjoying food, changing your life with food, loving your body. So that's what I'm doing over there. Dietitiandeanna.com as well too. You can find out more about what I'm blogging about, what's coming up, what's some of my programs, and yeah, lots of exciting stuff this year too as well with like just, I mean, I know lots going on in the world, but a lot of cool new brand partnerships I'm doing. So yeah.
That's so good. Hey girl, thank you for coming on the Pantry Party. We really appreciate your tips. Love you. And we'll be talking plenty off this IG Live. Yeah. Love you.
Mwah.
Kisses. Love you. Bye. Now, wasn't that just a blast? Dietitian Deanna, she gave us really permission to sauce it up. I feel like that is the key here. I am definitely going to get my frozen fish out of that freezer into the fridge to thaw, bake it up, and sauce it up. There we go. Hey, wouldn't that be? I got to give her that idea. Her show should be bake it up, sauce it up. I don't know. We could decide. But I just got a question from somebody who says, where can I rewatch the magic that is the Pantry show? And lucky for you, my husband has figured out a way to put them on YouTube. So all episodes from last week and this one with Deanna will be on my YouTube page, which is Dawn Jackson Blattner. And so you can catch those. We had a lot of cool things last week with like a stir fry with coleslaw, veggie mash. We did a spinach pesto with spinach that was almost going bad, 3-ingredient cookies, a crazy Mediterranean pasta dish. I mean, so much stuff. Last week, this week, every single weekday this week, we will be with a boss babe. They're not all dietitians, but when it is a dietitian, it is extra fun because dietitian on dietitian ain't nothing like it. But every day will be a boss babe coming. And again, the whole point of the Pantry Party show is really just to add some creativity, some lightness to what we're making. Oh, thanks, Chris. Chris put my name and how you spell it for YouTube. Add some lightness, add some positivity, add some creativity to more cooking at home that we're doing right now, to less grocery stores, to less waste. Those are things that can be intimidating and overwhelming, and the Pantry Party show is here to make sure that it doesn't feel heavy, right? So that we have a little lightness. So tomorrow at noon Central Time, again, these are about a half an hour show. I'd like to make them a little bit less, but you know, somebody's got the gift of gab. I can't stop talking. So about a half an hour, give or take a couple of minutes. And tomorrow's guest, oh my gosh, I'll put up the ad. I always put up the post and I let you know who's going to be on. Oh my gosh, there's just so many great simulating people. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Tuesday. You guys. This is it's Double Trouble Tuesday. It's Double Trouble Tuesday. So that means tomorrow I'm going to do someone's pantry, Drizzle Kitchen. Her name is Kendra, and she's a great gal pal of mine. But then we're going to flip the script, and this is what's going to happen. She is going to be doing my pantry tomorrow. So Double Trouble Tuesday. It's a double pantry flip. Mine's going to be on there, and we're going to do Drizzle Kitchen. So that's going to be crazy fun. So anyway, all right, thanks so much. You know, the sign off is what I love, and it is very true. I'm sending you big love and so much high immunity vibes. And until tomorrow, noon Central Time, I'm signing off the Pantry Party show with kisses.